Cloiso. Welcome. Ross from Britain's Hidden History. Introducing you to Adam. Adam Griffiths, with a couple of chats with in the past. A brilliant young man who's really taken interest in our ancient history and how it's been hidden and how we can uncover it. And he's got a new YouTube channel. So please give it a look, TheGreatGriff, and subscribe on there, and you'll find out some other stuff. And I had a chat with Griff, which you can see now. Right, so we've got Adam Griffiths here. Adam Ieuan Griffiths, it says on the screen. He's been working with his dad on a lot of translations and how we can look at what we think are Latin things actually might be British things. And you came towards the end of your degree and you started a YouTube channel. So tell us more about that then, Adam.
Right, so I've only got one video up at the moment. The first video, I've just readdressed the stone that we spoke about last time. But I'm researching for a new video at the minute to talk about the history of the Brutus narrative throughout Britain and looking at different artifacts throughout the ages to kind of look at our relationship with that narrative through the time. So I'm looking at people like Paul Virgil, who came over and was a advisor to Henry VII, and he was a humanist who he initially discredited the Brutus myth and just confined it to the realm of fairy tales. So I'm looking at it. I'm starting from there, and I'm looking.
Sorry, can I just stop you on that? Because I'm trying to get to the bottom of this myself. So this is when it started getting thrown out, the history, is it?
Yeah.
So what's that? The 16th century, then, is it? Or the 1540s or something?
It's about 1508. Polydor.
A bit earlier, right? Okay.
Okay. So he comes over, and I think what it is that we've got Tudor on the throne. Rome have sent in a secret agent because this Polydor guy. This Polydor has he's been working for the church his whole life, and he's a humanist. And he's been sent in, and he starts attacking British history once he's befriended Henry VII. And he's started attacking the narrative ever since then. So I'm looking at I'll be looking at a timeline from this.
Oh yeah, that's fascinating.
Yeah,
no, I really like. Yeah, I'd like to. Do more on that. Yeah, because I'm trying to get to the bottom of that.
Yeah.
Because if you know the chat I did a few weeks ago on the Sunday evening, I don't know if you got a chance to see it, but I was trying to pin down there. 10 minutes left. At which point did it change? Who started this change? Because you talk about then whole generation. There's a quote I was trying to track down, for example, that when the historians removed 50 generations of British history, and it's all that sort of era, isn't it? When they just started chopping it out.
Yes,
but that's so early, 1500s, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, this guy, that's right. I mean, this guy, he was a humanist. He's known for being a humanist. Yet he was burning British books. He was burning manuscripts, and he was really attacking the sense of ourselves. And it doesn't make sense.
So what was his motivation, do you think, then?
I think it was a Roman operation to undermine the line of the Brythonic kings and their ties with the early church, potentially because it's coming from Rome. So that's just my idea. I don't actually know.
Yeah. You're exploring. I'm curious to know why they were doing it. Was it just to prop up the Tudors, or was it some other source?
Well, the thing is, it's counter Tudor, because you'd think that a Tudor would want to celebrate the Brutus link, because if that Brutus is the first king of Britain, you'd say that he's you think he'd be claiming it, but he's undermining that, and yet he was meant to be a friend of Henry VII. So that's really interesting.
It doesn't. Yeah, it's not clear, is it?
No.
It's not obviously.
That's fascinating. No, I'd like to know more about that.
Yeah,
it's not obviously clear.
So, and where else do you see the channel going? We might have to restart in a second, but go on.
I mean, so basically, I'm going to start making a few videos on why I'm doing it, and looking at things like that, and then I'm going to start getting into more of a nitty gritty. I think with some of the work I've done with Dad, or and to be honest, I'm to get feedback from people will help the trajectory of it a bit, I think.
See where it goes.
Yeah, pretty much. I just want to start the ball rolling with it and see where it goes. But yeah,
because obviously one of my personal bugbears is when the labelling of the British as Celtic started.
Right.
It seems to have started in the 17th century, but I got a feeling the idea was being knocked about a bit earlier than that.
Okay, right. That'd be
I
interesting.
don't know. I just need to pick that up.
Yeah.
Because why would, for example, when Edward Lloyd did his research in 1707, and he found this linguistic link between, Welsh, Cornish, Manx, and all that kind of stuff. Great. We all go with that. But why suddenly call it Celtic? And why did suddenly people start talking about migration from Central Europe when the language is so different to German and French and all the other languages? It proves it's not from Europe, and yet it became a proof it was from Europe.
The claim was it must be continental because they speak it in Brittany. Therefore, the direction went from Europe to Britain instead
even
of
the rest of France and Germany
that
doesn't speak it. It's weird.
It wasn't the case.
And the Germanic tribes up north, they're Danish and whatever. Their language isn't similar. So how on earth does it prove a European link? I'm trying to work out who started that. Why did that? Because you're saying Virgil might be the beginning of a lot of this.
Virgil, Polydor Virgil,
Okay, all right.
Seems to be to me. Seems like a hidden hand Roman agent.
Excellent. I'll have to look more into him then, see what his background is. Because that's getting really early 1508. Because I've talked about is there, and Fomenko, when you read Fomenko's stuff, a lot of this false narrative seems to be created round about then, really, isn't it? That'd have been hot off the presses. It's not much earlier than that. Can't be earlier than the 1400s, and possibly later. So if he's starting to change things in 1508, that's really... Yeah, and of course, this ties in then with the Jews wanting to break away from Roman Church, doesn't it? Yeah, interesting.
So the argument to come,
I'll put a link up for that. Look forward to seeing what you come up with. Yes.
Right. Yeah, I won't be too long with it. Hopefully, I've just been busy doing other things as well.
You got life.
I've got to. I'm nearly there, so that will be up soon, and I'll post it to the Facebook group.
Yeah, put a link up when it's ready. Yeah. No, you're good. 20 years younger than me getting into all this. I'm impressed. Excellent. All right, we'll come back. Good luck with that. Yeah, I look forward to seeing more about it. We'll put a link up and I'll get your first video.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Cheers.
Well, cheers, Russ.
Yeah, so Adam's doing a great thing there. I've had other chats with him. He's got some brilliant ideas. Get down there. Should be a link appearing here somewhere. You just click on that, subscribe, see what's coming up. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's a fascinating part of history that is just completely ignored by the mainstream academics for some reason. Hey, there we are. What can you do? So until next time, Hedwg.